Today, after many years, we decided to come and visit Bergamo. One of the most beautiful cities in Italy. And in this short video, we want to show you the essential things to see in Bergamo Alta.
Bergamo is an important city in northern Italy. It comprises of the historical Città Alta, or the upper town, and the more modern Città Bassa, or the lower town, where the business goes. We go straight to the Funicolar that connects the two levels of the city.
Bergamo is situated where the flat land of the Pianura Padana starts rising to the Alps. Its geographical position is clear when you climb up the Campanone, the major city tower that dominates Piazza Vecchia, the old square.
The Campanone was originally the home tower of a local wealthy family. We are talking of an age between the 13th and 14th century where the fights between Guelphs and Ghibellines forced rich families to build towers. The higher the tower, the wealthier the family. During medieval time, the tower became the home of the city governor, and then, under Venice rule, it was used as a prison. The bell is ringing for 100 times to alert every citizen of the old town that the doors of the city will be closed for the night. This is the ancient tradition from the medieval time.
Under the Civic Tower there is Piazza Vecchia, the old square. We are in Piazza Vecchia, in the heart of Bergamo, and has been defined by Le Corbusier one of the most beautiful squares in the whole world.
Piazza Vecchia was built in the same place as the old Roman Forum. For centuries, this was the political center of the city. The Venetians gave it current look when they arrived in the 15th century. And then they embellished with additional features and buildings that we can see today.
We are at the Palazzo della Ragione, one of the oldest town hall in Italy. It has been called this way because during the Venetian period it was a tribunal. Of Bergamo was dotted around with markets, and this, for example, is the Mercato delle Scarpe, the shoes market.
For more than 300 years, Bergamo was part of the Republic of Venice and was a very important city because it was connecting Venice with the markets of Switzerland and Central Europe. Today we can still see the legacy of that period as it testified as witnesses by kind of many lions, like this one here. This fountain, called Fontana Contarini, was donated by the Podestà of Venice, Alvise Contarini, to the city.
Just a few meters away from the old square there is a cathedral, facing a small square where you can see a lot of civil and religious buildings.
We are in Piazza Duomo. This is the Cappella Colleoni, Basilica di Santa Maria Maggiore, il Duomo di Sant'Alessandro, Palazzo della Ragione, il Palazzo del Podestà, and the famous Campanone. This is the Tadella Viscontea, which was built when Bergamo was part of the Ducato of Milan.
In Bergamo Alta you can enjoy nice green areas on the old Venetian walls. From here you can admire a beautiful view of the lower part of the city.
We are walking along the Venetian walls, which are these magnificent and imposing walls built by the Venetian in the 16th century. They were like mostly for defensive position, and they encircle the old town of Bergamo. Today they are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city gates along the walls takes the name from the churches that were destroyed to build the walls. The Venetian got 8 extra communication from the Pope for this, one for each church they destroyed. Today, Bergamo still exudes memories from the medieval times. While walking on its streets, you may think that it's possible to encounter bishops, merchants, mercenaries, or soldiers of fortune. The most famous here was a guy called Bartolomeo Colleoni. This is the famous Cappella di Colleoni, probably one of the most beautiful buildings here in Bergamo Alta. Yeah, it is a mausoleum and it contains the tomb of Bartolomeo Colleoni. Bartolomeo Colleoni was a mercenary, a soldier of fortune. He fought many battles, especially for the Republic of Venice.
We visited Venice after Bergamo and look what we found.
And this one here is the statue of Bartolomeo Colleoni, a mercenary, a soldier of fortune that worked for Venice, very popular. We knew about his story in his hometown in Bergamo. The symbol of the Colleoni family and Bartolomeo Colleoni is this one here, and it represents 3 testicles. Bartolomeo Colleoni himself apparently claimed to have 3 testicles as a symbol of virility.
We virtually go back to Bergamo just in time for an aperitivo. It's time to say goodbye. We spent 2 days in Bergamo, which definitely was not enough. But it gives you a glimpse on how much this city has to offer and how many stories it has to tell. Bergamo, arrivederci!